WE crew. How you guys doing tonight? I know it's a little late, um, but we have some breaking news that the news broke about an hour ago, but it looks like it's official. You guys, see the title there. Sasha Banks has been released by WWE. Yes, you heard me correctly. Um, the blueprint, um, the standard, the boss. Sasha Banks has been released from WWE. Such sad news. Such sad news. But it's news that we kind of knew it was coming. Just some news we were dreading to be heard and made official. But yes, it is official. Sasha Banks, the blueprint, the standard, the boss. Sasha Banks. What? 5 time? What? I believe 5 time champion, 2 time tag team champion. She has been released. It's all over walking out of WWE, right, George? Man, this is sad, bro. This is big time, man. Um, big time, big loss. Of course, she was a part of the Four Horsewomen. And they changed the game for the women, in WWE. Changed the game, absolutely. Of course, Sasha has main evented WrestleMania, right? Um, she main evented last year with the EST Bianca Belair. With 5 time champion, 2 time uh, tag team champion. Of course, this past WrestleMania, she and Naomi they won the tag team championships. Um, and Sasha Banks' name is synonymous with WWE, right? She came up in NXT. Started as a nobody, grew that character, became excellent in the ring, and one of the best women workers in the business, and in history of the game, and the history of WWE, and the history of wrestling, and reached the highest of heights, and now she's gone, man. This is wild, wild. We all know the walkout her and Naomi had. They walked out of WWE, they walked out of Raw, um, you know, some weeks back, about a month or so back, um, after they felt like they were being disrespected. I don't know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Um, and I'm just this one is tough, man. This one is tough because I'm a huge Sasha Banks fan. She's one of my favorites, in all of wrestling. She's been one of my favorites since she's been on the main event scene, and this is tough to see. Tough to see. Now I don't know the details. I don't know if she asked for her release and WWE granted it, or if WWE just cut her loose altogether. I don't know, but we know that this is actually the second time that Sasha has walked out on the company. She did it a few years ago, and when she did that, Vince didn't fire her. She wanted her release back then a few years ago, but Vince didn't fire her. He just gave her the time off, and she came back, and reached the highest of heights again. She came back and became SmackDown Women's Champion. Um, and here we are again. Now she's gone, but it looks like she's gone this time for sure. Never say never, but I mean, I don't know. There was already rumors that she was going to be big in Hollywood, right? She was going to Hollywood, but now I don't know what her wrestling future holds. I don't know if she'll go over to AEW. There's definitely room for her over there. That women's roster definitely can use the boost from and Sasha Banks would definitely boost things over there. So they definitely can use her there. So I guess she'll write her own story now if she wants to continue wrestling or if she wants to go to Hollywood. Whichever one it is. She'll be very very successful. She'll have some great success for sure. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But it looks like her time with WWE has officially come to an end. Again, she walked out about a month or so ago. She and Naomi, and we've been dreading it and dreading it and dreading it. I kind of knew that it was coming, and here we are. It kind of broke. That she's gone. She's out. Um, no longer with the company. No longer with WWE. And it's crazy because earlier we made a video, we went live earlier talking about, um, the news with Vince McMahon. He's under investigation by WWE, for having some foul play with a former female employee. He had an affair with her and kind of paid her off, or if you will, paid her millions of dollars to kind of hush her up. And he's under investigation for that. So, man, WWE has seen better days. It's not looking really, really bright for WWE right now. You're losing stars. You lost Bray Wyatt. And now you're losing Sasha Banks. How do you lose those two? How do you lose two superstars like that? But they've managed to lose both of them. Um, and now Vince is in trouble. So I don't know, man. It's looking real bleak for WWE right now. I just don't know. But yeah, this news is very, very tough. Again, I'm a huge Sasha Banks fan, and I don't know what this means for Naomi. I haven't heard anything about Naomi. I don't know if she's going to be released as well. It just sucks because it seems like Sasha just kind of dragged her with her. Sasha is big, big time, right? Naomi, not so much. I mean, Naomi is a staple in WWE. She's a former champion, right? But this definitely hurts Naomi more than it hurts Sasha. So, and it looks like she was kind of dragged along with it. So again, I don't know if she'll be released. I don't know if she's going to come back. I just don't know. But in regards to Sasha Banks, the boss, it looks like she's officially gone, guys. She's out of WWE now. I hope they can mend. Young is not confirmed. Yeah, man, it's pretty much confirmed, bro. All the reputable news sites, wrestling news sites, they're confirming it. Wrestling Inc. They confirmed it. Something is telling me that Naomi is next, being released along with her husband. We'll see, bro. We will see. We will see, man. It's unfortunate for Naomi. Sasha can rebound, right? She can go to AEW. She can go to Hollywood, but Naomi, not so much. She's not as big of a star as Sasha Banks. So it's going to be tough, I guess she can go over to AEW, and if her husband's released, I guess he can go over there as well. But bro, this is, man, it's looking it's looking bad for WWE. These guys that were losing, these big stars that were losing, and then Vince McMahon's in trouble now. It's looking tough, man. WWE definitely seen better days. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but yeah, a big name like Sasha Banks, man, that's big time, bro. That's big time. I will watch AEW just for Sasha. Right, Young. I don't watch AEW at all, but I'm a huge Sasha Banks fan, man. She's up there. She's one of my favorites. Not just females, not just not just women, but she was one of my favorite superstars, period, today. And definitely she ranks up there as my favorite female superstar ever, in the history of WWE. That's how high I regard her. So yeah, I'm with you, man. I'll probably go over there to AEW to watch her over there, but I think she'll take a big break from wrestling and go make movies, go do Hollywood. We already know she's been in some big stuff in Hollywood, and she definitely has the skills and the talent to be in Hollywood. So maybe she's done with wrestling altogether, although that's been her childhood dream. It's well documented, her relationship with Snoop Dogg, right? She's her cousin, or he's her cousin, she's his cousin, and it's well documented about how he used to take her to the shows, and she came up in the NXT circuit, right? Came in as a nobody and moved up. She's my favorite female wrestler. Roman Reigns is my favorite male wrestler. Right, bro. I feel you. Currently, yeah, that'll be mine as well. But I take it even a step further. She's my favorite female wrestler of all time, man. She's up there for me. Maybe Sasha Banks end up Impact Wrestling. Yeah, I could see that as well. I have a question. How do they get released? Like, besides the walkout, how would she be getting released if she didn't walk out? Well, the company can cut her anytime because they're independent contractors. So, they don't have, they're not employees, they're independent contractors. So they can terminate a contract at any time if they want to. But that being said, she can't just walk out, or a superstar can't just walk out. They have to be released. because although they're independent contractors, they still have a certain amount of years or whatever that they signed that contract for, but they're not employees. So if they were employees, then they would be due money, when they're released. But as an independent contractor, when they're cut, released, or they ask for release, whatever, when they're released, they're not owed any money. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. The business of pro wrestling, the business side of it sucks. Question: do you think if she didn't walk out, you think she would have been cut? Probably, because this is the second time that this has happened. This is the second time that she walked out. No, if she didn't walk out, she wouldn't have been cut, I don't think. But that walkout, this is the second time that it's happened. Remember, this happened a few years ago. And when it happened, she wanted to be released, but Vince McMahon didn't release her. They just kind of gave her a break, and then she came back. But walking out twice, that's Vince ain't going for that. We all know his ego and his pride, but he did have a soft spot for Sasha. He gave her, when she walked out before, he didn't cut her. He brought her back, and put her back in the main event scene. She was back right up there, back on top. Even won the SmackDown title again. So, and main event at WrestleMania. So Vince McMahon definitely regards her very, very highly. And yeah, this one is tough for me. Tough. Yeah, again, the news was first reported by Wrestling Inc. podcast. They reported it first, and now everyone else was reporting. She was wrestling. WWE ruined my life. She was my favorite female. Right, bro. It's tough, man. It's tough. It's sad. It's sad. We already had Bray Wyatt to deal with. Now we got Sasha Banks. Now she's gone. But Liv Morgan, okay, I like it. I guess I'm team EST now. I guess she's my favorite. Rhea Ripley, love her as well. I love all the women there. Bayley, we got to get Bayley back, right? Now this opens up a door for her. Sasha's gone, so you need some more star power. So need to get Bayley back in there. She's been out of action for a while now. So let's see if we can get her back. Yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. But not a good day for WWE. This news breaks about Vince McMahon being in trouble and being under investigation by WWE. So that news breaks, and then the news breaks about Sasha tonight. So that news broke this morning about Vince McMahon, and then tonight the news breaks about Sasha. So this is tough, bro. It's a tough day for WWE. Meanwhile, over there, I know over there in AEW, I know they're smiling big and licking their chops, right? They have an opportunity to go snatch up Sasha Banks. When do you think Bayley returns, man? She should be returning any day now. She's been out for a while. Maybe they're holding it off for Money in the Bank. I don't know, or maybe they're holding it off for SummerSlam. I don't know, a big spot. What's going to happen if Roman saves Naomi's job and does that make Naomi stay with WWE? Right, bro. I could definitely see that happening. If anyone has the power to do it, it's Roman Reigns. And, that bloodline, right? Yeah, she had an ACL tear, but it's been well over a year ago. It don't take that long to recover from the ACL. I think they're kind of holding her off to bring her back in a big spot. Like I said, maybe Money in the Bank. Maybe she returns the Money in the Bank. She wins it some type of way. Takes someone's spot and wins it. Or maybe Bayley returns at SummerSlam. I think that's going to be a big spot, to bring her back there. They waited this long. I heard she was ready to go around WrestleMania time. And, I heard she was even ready to go as early as the Royal Rumble. So I thought she was going to return at the Royal Rumble. But WrestleMania time, she was ready to go. It didn't happen at WrestleMania. Then I thought maybe the Raw after WrestleMania. But now with Sasha Banks being gone, they definitely got to bring her back soon. Who knew one thing created all this, bro? Man, it's wild. It's wild, Kenneth. It is wild, bro. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Naomi now. We'll see if Roman saves her. We'll see if they keep her or if she's cut. If she's next. We'll see what happens. But very, very unfortunate news. Sasha Banks has been released by WWE. Again, I don't know if it's been official yet.
but all the WWE or all the wrestling circuits are reporting it. And Jimmy probably will save her job. I don't know. WWE crazy itself. I think if Vince doesn't get Sasha would be cut. Um, yeah, bro. I don't know. It's wild. It's crazy. And it's sad, man. It's sad as a fan, as a fan of WWE, as a fan of these guys, Bray Wyatt, a fan of Cesaro, another name who was cut. These are big names that they're losing. Although Cesaro, I'm hearing he's coming back real soon. So may get him back. Bray Wyatt, I don't know what's going to happen with him. I don't know if we'll ever get him back. And but I do hope down the line, sometime down the line, that Vince and WWE and Sasha can make up, and we'll hear that boss music. We'll hear that it's boss time in WWE again down the road. But for now, um, yeah, it looks like it's over, Sasha Banks. I hope it's not goodbye. I hope it's just a see you later. But we will see. We will see. We will see. It's happened many times before. People have been cut, or people have gotten bumped heads with Vince McMahon, and they were fired or whatever, and they made up years later down the line. So I hope that's the same with Sasha Banks. Yeah, I have a question. Can Sasha Banks in the future sign with WWE if AEW cuts her too? Yeah, she can. She can sign wherever she wants, as long as she's not under contract, she can sign anywhere. So she could come back to WWE or AEW, doesn't matter. Imagine if Naomi getting fired and Roman is like, hold up, wait a minute. Right. I don't think they want to piss off Roman. So I don't know. I don't know how Roman feels about this entire situation. But yeah, if Roman wants Naomi to stay, then she'll stay. This is the perfect opportunity for Naomi to officially join the bloodline, right? They need that, You got the Judgment Day. They got Rhea Ripley, so the bloodline can definitely use the female, something that's missing. So perfect opportunity for her to join the bloodline if she's not released, if she's not fired. So we'll see. We'll have to see what happens, see how all that goes. But unfortunately, Sasha Banks is gone, man, and I'm sad about it. I'm sad about it. I'm mad about it. I'm upset about it. I'm hurt about it. But I knew it was coming. If Roman Reigns gets cut, then what they do with the title, because he's my favorite, Roman Reigns ain't getting cut. That'll never happen. Never happen. The only way we lose Roman Reigns is if he goes to Hollywood, and starts making movies full time, like his cousin The Rock and like John Cena, which he's going to do, but I don't see it happening full time. I think it'll be part time. You see, he's been away, now. So I think it'll be more like that. But Roman Reigns is holding WWE, especially with Cody Rhodes being on the shelf. If Roman were to leave now, then WWE's in trouble. They might as well give it up because they don't have anything, man. Yeah, so Roman's not going anywhere. I don't know, man. This just sucks, during the summertime, man. Here we are, weeks away from SummerSlam, man. This is bad news. I don't think so, because the Bloodline gets all the gold and Naomi can't win the SmackDown Championship. Man, to be honest, I would love Naomi to have it more than Ronda. I have a question. Do you think Roman Reigns, after he defends the title, quit for a bit? Well, we're seeing Roman take a break now. I think this is what we're going to get. But yeah, if he drops that title, then he's definitely going to take a break. But I don't see him dropping both titles. I'll see, my prediction is he'll drop one of the titles at SummerSlam. Someone will cash in, but he'll hold the Universal title to WrestleMania. Sasha Banks wasn't happy being with WWE. Plus, I would love to see Naomi join Bloodline along with Roman and Usos. Right, she hasn't been happy for a long time. But, she main evented WrestleMania last year, so I know she probably wasn't happy about her spot this year, in the tag team spot. But again, I heard she was. Sorry, Young, say that again, bro. I missed it. I'm on my phone, so the messages pop up and leave fast. But when do you think he comes back? Because if he defends the title and then leaves, I don't know about the title. The next step for Naomi is to join the Bloodline. Well, apparently he's coming back to face Riddle, right? I'm guessing at Money in the Bank. He's going to face Riddle at Money in the Bank, and then after that, it'll be SummerSlam. So for sure, SummerSlam. That's definitely for sure. But I'm hearing or I'm believing he's gonna face Riddle at Money in the Bank. So hopefully soon Roman will be back to respond. Brock needs to defeat Roman, no questions asked. Yeah, I don't think they're going down that route again. Um, I think the Brock and Roman feud is done. I don't think we're going to see that anymore, unfortunately. I think that they've went to that one too many times. The next step for Naomi is to join the bloodline. What else? Naomi was friends with her since 2016. Right. There's nothing else to do for Naomi. She's been around a long time. So yeah, the bloodline. Yeah, her and Sasha Banks have been friends for a long, long time. It goes back to what was the name of their little team? Team Bad, right? It goes back to that. So, so now, Sasha did do her that favor, by giving her a WrestleMania moment this year. But it's bad for Sasha because she went from main eventing last year, WrestleMania Saturday night with Bianca, and having probably one of the greatest women matches in the history of WWE. Legit, right? She did that, and then this year she was back in the tag team scene, right? So I don't know. It's just the booking. The booking is horrible. Um, they've probably been friends longer than that, longer than 6 years. The friendship probably went back to when Sasha was at NXT, right? So it's probably been a lot longer. Yeah, man, this is just tough, bro. It's tough. The booking, the writing is horrible, man. You got a lot of unhappy folks, and a lot of people want to leave, and it's just tough, man. It's tough. But I think Drew needs to defeat Roman as much as I don't want it to happen. It's in his hometown. Oh, you're talking about that? That show in Europe. Man, I hope Drew's not the guy. I don't think he will be. My prediction is this is what I want to happen. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I want to happen, then I'm going to tell you what I think's going to happen. So what I want to happen is Randy Orton to return. I want him to return, and I want him to be in Money in the Bank, right? And I want him to win Money in the Bank. And then I want him to cash in at SummerSlam. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is fighting. I want to see Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley. Something fresh, something new. That's the match at SummerSlam, the main event. And then Randy Orton comes out. He cashes in and he wins the WWE title, not the Universal title, but the WWE title. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see happen. And then Randy Orton carries the title to WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes returns at Royal Rumble. He wins the Royal Rumble, and then we get Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania next year. That's personally what I want to see. Cody Rhodes wins it, and then Roman Reigns faces The Rock or whatever, and he keeps the Universal title. I don't care about the Universal title being on him. Just free up. As long as you free up that WWE title, I don't care about the Universal title. But and then Roman Reigns defeats The Rock. He keeps his title. That's what I want to see. I want to see Roman versus Bobby Lashley, and I want to see Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton. Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. But I want to see him versus Bobby Lashley. That's the main event at SummerSlam. But Randy Orton, he wins Money in the Bank and he cashes in. That's what I want to see. What if Naomi? Oh, hey, say that again. Who was that? Was that you, Kenneth? Who said that? Something about Naomi costing Riddle? Say that again, bro. It went off my screen, but put that up there for me again. That's what I want. That's what I want to see happen. Randy Orton wins Money in the Bank. You get Roman versus Bobby Lashley at SummerSlam. Randy Orton cashes in. He takes the WWE title, and then he carries that title to WrestleMania next year. Cody Rhodes returns at the Royal Rumble. Cody Rhodes wins the Royal Rumble, and then you get Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, WrestleMania. That's what I want to see. And then, of course, Cody Rhodes beats Randy Orton at WrestleMania, and he finally becomes WWE champion. That's what I want to see. And then you get The Rock versus Roman for the Universal title. Roman holds on. He defeats The Rock. And then probably he loses the title to John Cena, maybe down the line, for John Cena to break the record. That's personally what I want to see happen. But if these rumors are true about Randy Orton really being hurt, which I think they are, then instead of Randy Orton winning, I think they're going to have Seth Rollins win Money in the Bank. And, it'll be Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes again, at WrestleMania next year. I can see that happening. So Seth Rollins wins Money in the Bank. He cashes in. He wins the WWE title. And then let me read this. Here's what I want. I want to see SummerSlam after a long match with absolute classic Brock returns. Roman looks around the ring. Paul Heyman out there, and Paul beats up Roman, putting him on a stretcher. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get that because we kind of got that last year, Kenneth, Brock returned last year. Remember, he returned last year at SummerSlam. So I just can't see them doing the exact same thing again. Brock returning to, challenge Roman or whatever. We did that last year. And then we got so many Brock versus Roman matches. I don't know what they're going to do with Brock. We'll see. I said, what if Naomi calls the match, help Roman win the match and keep both of the title? Right, bro. I can see that happening, man. I can definitely see that happening. That'd be a great way to put Naomi into the bloodline. Her causing Riddle, the title, her costing Riddle the title. I can see that happening. But, or I can see her attacking one of the women superstars instead. I don't know, bro. But I'm all for Naomi being in the bloodline. I'm all for that. I've been wanting that for a while now. I think that'll be fresh and new for her. She's been a face for a while now, right? So a heel turn with her, and then joining them, the heat would be crazy. Imagine her out there with them. The heat would be crazy, man. I wish there was a way to set it up where she would have turned on Sasha, and she joined the bloodline like that. But obviously, that's not going to happen. Sasha's gone. She's leaving, so we're not going to get that. But I'm all for Naomi joining the bloodline. All for that, 1,000%. So, we'll see what happens, guys. Naomi needs to turn heel for second time. She does, bro. I agree. I definitely agree. Especially not having Sasha as her partner anymore. Like Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley, I want to see that, like, Naomi turns, joins the bloodline. Yeah, right. I'm with you. And I definitely would love to see the SmackDown title on a heel Naomi instead of Ronda. So, maybe he set that up. Ronda versus Naomi. Maybe she comes out and attacks Ronda. I can see that happening too. That'll be much more exciting. A bloodline and heel Naomi with the SmackDown title. That'll be much more exciting than Ronda Rousey having the title. That's for sure. Ronda is doing that title no justice at all. The WWE Universe, me included. I'm not liking Ronda as champion. It's just not the same anymore. It's not like it was, before. So, I would love to see Naomi, a bloodline Naomi, become champion, and they'll really have all the gold, right? Man, that'll be crazy. Roman returns. He's pissed. And Extreme Rules, Roman versus Seth Rollins, Extreme Rules match. Brock is mad. He's not in it. And Seth versus Roman happened. Great match. And Brock low blows Roman. I hear you, Kenneth, but I just don't think they're going to do the Roman. I don't think they're going to do anything with Roman and Brock. We've kind of exhausted that, I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't see Brock, being in that picture with Roman. But we'll see. You never know. It is WWE, so we never know. But something big. They got to do something big for SummerSlam, right? That's why I think it'll be a cash in. Like I said, I would love for it to be the Viper, Randy Orton. He returns, wins Money in the Bank, and he cashes in at SummerSlam. I would love to see that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Something big has to happen. Definitely. John Cena, he's coming back soon. He's coming back in a couple weeks on Monday Night Raw. We'll definitely be live for that one. We'll go live to see that. I think Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, that feud died down. Right. Yeah, I don't see them picking that feud back up anytime soon. Yeah, I think that one's dead. A little dead in the water. I think that was the final time. They put all into, all that hype into the match, at WrestleMania 38, the greatest match of all time and, champion versus champion, all that. I don't see them revisiting that storyline. I think that kind of put it into things there. Um, at WrestleMania. So I don't see Brock and Roman anymore. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna get off of here. I just wanted to come on here and talk about that news really fast about Sasha Banks. I know it's sad news. It's news we don't want to hear, but that's the reality of WWE right now, man. That's the reality. Sasha Banks' WWE release has been truly shocking to us all for sure. Right, Muhammad, man. Thanks for that. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, bro. It's sad, man. It's really, really sad. When I seen it about an hour ago, and I was so sad about it that I couldn't even jump on here to go live and make a video to talk about it, man. That's how sad I was. I was really, really sad. Jordan, man, appreciate you, bro. Thanks for coming through, man. And yeah, man, come join us whenever we're here. Make sure if you guys haven't done so already, drop a like on this video for me. It'll help us out. It helps the channel out tremendously. And also, if you haven't done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, join the family, and also turn on the notification bell. So every time we drop a new video, you'll be the first to know, including when we go live. Again, we went live earlier today, unexpected live. We had that news about Vince McMahon. Jordan, if you're still here, how you feel about that, bro? How you feel about that Vince McMahon news, man? That's pretty sad. We talked about it. I went live. We talked about it a little bit earlier today, but that's tough. So it's a tough day for WWE, man. It's a tough Wednesday for WWE. We had that Vince McMahon news, and now we get this news we had that Vince McMahon news this morning, and then we get this news tonight. Canada in the house. Okay, Jordan from Canada. All right. Yeah, I know it's getting a little late up there. I'm from Los Angeles, so you're not too far from me. But yeah, I know it's getting a little late, but we had to get on here and break this news. So yeah, guys, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Wait. Google saying that it's a rumor, so I don't know that Sasha Banks get released. Yeah, I don't know if it's a rumor or not. I know all the the reputable wrestling sites, they've reported it. I know the Wrestling Inc. podcast, they reported it. So I don't know. I think it's official. I think it's happening. It may not have happened yet, but I think it's happening. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I hope it's rumors. Rumors come true, right, man? I wish it was only a rumor, but there's truth to it, man. This is her second time walking out. And the way they walked out on Raw, that was bad, man. That was very unprofessional. I don't care if you don't agree with what's going on or not. To walk out the way they walked out, that's tough, man. And this is Sasha's second time doing this. So, yeah, as much as I hate to say that it's just a rumor and there's no truth to it, unfortunately, I think it's true. All right, Young, peace, bro. You have a good night too. And the rest of you guys, peace to all of you as well. Thank you guys for coming through. The Murphy family, WWE yesterday, WWE today, WWE forever. We'll catch you guys in the next one. And hopefully, it's been bad news today. This morning, bad news. Tonight, bad news. So hopefully, next time you see my ugly face, it'll be some good news. All right. Love y'all. Love you too. And we'll catch you in the next one. All right. Y'all have a blessed night. Peace.